Hello, everybody, again. My name's Mark, and I'm here to take you through Scribo Vision. So let's pick up our phones, okay? Scribo Vision is all about having you very mobile on your mobile. So the way to get there is to go to literatu.com/vision, VISION, as in eyes, as in vision, and you will see this. Now, it's designed to be an installing app. So when you click on the button, it will say, would you like to add to your home screen? Say yes, give it a name, Vision 2, Vision 3, whatever you want. Add it to your home screen and we're off, okay? Now you can log in using your school name and password. Now, because you're running Vision on phone, it's going to basically pick up what you've got on your PC, which I'm showing you here as I'm logged in at the background there as a teacher in Scribo. I'm now focusing into the phone where I've got exactly the same setup over here, okay? So I can go to any class that I like, demo class, and as you can see, the three activities there are the three on my phone. Now, why I would do this is because I want to promote handwriting. I want kids to start handwriting their essays again. Back to the future. So basically students have got the same access as you. They can log in using their account on their phone. The whole idea is to be consistent across whichever platform you're running. So if this one here, the impact of social media on young people, we don't set up activities on the phone. There's a lot of configuration that you can do in an activity, and it's best done on a computer or a tablet. But when you set them up there on the web side of life, they come through on the phone side of life, and students get to see the topic, the scaffold, and they can indeed write or type on their phone. Some students still love to give it the thumb on the phone. We don't mind how they get their essay in. It's very hard to cut and paste from here with ChatGPT, so they're better off handwriting. And if your handwriting is the modality that you want, well, that's how they're going to get graded. Okay, so every student has got access to what's required. When it comes time to submitting the essay, this is where Vision takes off, okay? So you open up Elizabeth. Now, there's already something in here. It looks quite atrocious. Handwriting does get atrocious. We actually do a very good job at reading atrocious. We've done a lot of work on this. It's been 9 months out there in the field. So what I'm showing you now is well tested and tried. We do a pretty good job at crossouts, rubouts, all that sort of stuff. But let's put a more reasonable essay in there, and I'll replace an image and show you. Now, I can't take a photo on the way that I've set this up, but just imagine you've got your phone in your hand, okay, and you go into your camera and you take a picture of handwriting, and that's the one. So you'll get your phone out, you'll take a nice picture, like a square picture, good lighting. People take 6 pictures of the hamburgers, right? So we should be able to take a good picture of the writing as best you can, add it into the mix, and finish. Now, this could be the teacher at the end of a class collecting papers and taking pictures, or it could be a student at the end of class uploading it for everybody, teacher and themselves, to get feedback. So Elizabeth is now done. We are busy doing it. We go on to the next student. We just keep moving. We don't stop. But as you can see, it'll come through with a score of 3 out of 25. So not a very good score. But what I did do was I loaded an essay, the wrong essay. Okay, so it knows that I look, well done. You've shown the ability to write an essay. You're bad. You didn't focus on the response. So this is obviously an IELTS essay. It's out of 25. It's got a rubric associated with it. As you can see, students get a lot of feedback straight away, as do you. All the work that we do in Scribo in the background there, we're doing now on a phone in real time. And you can go to the next student, or you can have a look at the detailed feedback. Now, this gives students a real snapshot as they get in Scribo, but on their phone. So if they're going home after an essay writing session in the afternoon, they're on the bus, they've got access to this, and they can look at where suggestions can be made to improve. Now, one of the big things about handwriting is the journey stops. The minute someone's done 2 pages of handwriting, it's over to a teacher with a lot of red pen and hours on the tools, and then it comes back to the student. Everyone's kind of like a bit depressed. Teachers have lost their weekend. The students have got red ink all over the page, and the message is, rewrite this or redraft this. I go back to where my guys were at school. That was never going to happen. In fact, that ball of red ink became part of a basketball game for the bin, which was a huge shame because the teachers obviously had done a lot more work on the essay than quite often my sons did. That's something that's going to come back into reality. Like handwriting is hard. Handwriting is a huge cognitive load. It brings out sometimes the worst in writers, but it's the best way to get better. So how do we make this smooth? We give them feedback straight away, and they can thumb through the feedback. They can fix the feedback. Now, the whole idea of this is that we've loaded this file into Scribo. So on the phone, students have got a couple of things. They've got the topic, they've got the scaffold, and we've translated the writing for them here. So this is what their handwriting was. It's now visible to them. They can manage that on the phone. They can upload that again on their phone. We don't want phones to become a fixation in all this. We just want them to become a tool to get better at writing. Okay, I don't think you get better at writing on a phone, but you do get better at writing using tools that improve your writing. So that's the phone side. Now, teachers can manage students really quickly. You can have a handwriting session. You can take a picture and get it into Scribo, and tomorrow you come into Scribo as a teacher or a student, and we're back in the game. Okay, Elizabeth's handwriting is in frame. Now we move forwards. Okay, we move her forwards in her writing. So everything we've taken on the phone has come through in Scribo, which is amazing. We've just picked up Elizabeth's work. That's it there. And we're now in a situation where she can make it better. Okay, making it better is the game in town. It's not a case of handwriting's over, I got 3 out of 25, it's the end. That's not the way to go about improving writing. So we've got to pick these kids up. We have to work with what they've done and help them make it better and go the journey with them. Now, once we're in here and you've been watching those other videos, we can go into Claro, we can start asking questions. How can I do this? I've got full access to the scaffold. I can really make handwriting modalities part of a journey to a better writing outcome. Once they get past that first draft in handwriting, that may be enough modality for teachers to say, okay, let's jump across to Scribo. If you want them to redraft their handwriting, well, good luck with that one. But if your students are motivated and do that, you upload another version of it. We track revisions. But at some point, handwriting loses its niceness. It gets hard to rewrite everything. When you're just trying to fix things, you can't keep crossing things out. You've got to get into a digital mode. So I think blending the mechanics of handwriting and digital and having this common feedback thread through the whole thing is really what Vision's about, and it delivers itself really nicely. So get out your phone, log in as www.literatu.com/vision. Use your student or your teacher account, pick up an activity, take a picture of some handwriting, explore. It's there to use, and the beautiful thing is it comes through here. There's a handwriting icon, and you open it up, and there it is. That's the picture I uploaded just now, and it's all translated over here. And yes, I brought across all the grammar, punctuation, spelling issues with me. And you won't believe how bad some handwriting is, and you probably won't believe how good we are at managing it. So, as we say at Scribo, it's a new day every day. Have a go. Less is more. Get the job done and get kids engaged in writing, because that's the only way writing is going to improve. Bye for now.